All right, we are going to do some additional problems on integer scenarios. So we are dealing with real world applications of dealing with positives and negatives. Make sure that you put your last name, your first name, and what class period you have. Yeah. So we're doing number 7. We're going to do 7 through 13, I believe. I'm going to do my best to write to the best of my ability and trying to get along with my computer. As we know, it is not my favorite thing. So here's our word problem. It says it will be negative 12 degrees tonight. The weatherman predicts that it will be 25 degrees warmer by noon tomorrow. So what will the temperature be at noon? So that warmer means plus. So the number sentence that I need to use is negative 12 degrees warmer by 25. All right, so I'm going to do my think pattern, and I have two different things, a positive and a negative. So that means I need to subtract them. So I'm going to do 25 minus 12 equals 13. And then I'm going to look at them, and I'm going to just decide if it's going to be a positive or a negative. And in this case, my positive is 25. My negative is 12. So therefore, the positive is the one that is the bigger absolute value. So the answer is 13. So you will type in or write on your paper, whichever one you're doing at this particular moment in time. If my computer will let me, I'm so sorry. You're going to put 13. You could probably put degrees. I think that's okay. But as long as your numbers match, we're good. But word problems usually want word problems to go with it. So we're going to continue on. I'm going to move this up just a little. Wait patiently for my computer that does not like it when I do videos. All right. So the average temperature at the South Pole is negative 45 degrees. The average temperature on the equator is 92 degrees. How much warmer is the average temperature on the equator than at the South Pole? So reading this, I think most students are going to want to do 92 minus 45. But if I'm thinking about a temperature gauge, the negative 45 is here, and the 92 is here. We want to know what is the difference between those two. What's the difference between those two? So because my 0 is in the middle of here. So I'm going to do my word problem since I want to know the difference. That's negative 45. The difference means subtract, which is probably not what most kids want to do. Okay? So I'm going to look at them both. That is a negative 92 and a negative 45. If we need to convince ourselves, it's negative 45. Keep, change, change. Everybody's going to look at it differently. So see, they are both negative. So that means I'm going to add them. 92 plus 45. It's 137. And since they're both negative, it's negative 137. But when we read the question, it wants to know how much warmer. So it's not negative 137. It's really just 137 degrees difference. So there's a lot of ways that you could have approached this problem, and that's why I struggle with it. If you just look at the absolute value between the two and add them, that works as well. So this problem, obviously I didn't make it up. but it requires more than just writing the math problem. It's understanding this picture part, which is why when I do these problems, I often draw a picture. The number sentence may not work, but we figured out, and I erased everything, that it's 92 plus 45, which makes a difference between the two. This long distance right here was 137. I don't know how to make that. Yeah. So it's what we've got. That's why we draw pictures when we do word problems. Or at least that's why I draw pictures when I do word problems. All right, the next one says, Felix reported that the coldest day on record for his town was 5 times colder than yesterday's temperature of -4 degrees. So when it says 5 times, that just means 5 times -4. Now, if we haven't learned multiplying yet, that's cool. We know that multiplying is repeated addition, so I can go -4 plus -4 plus -4 plus -4 plus -4. All those are added together, right? Well, they're all the same. All the same. So that means I have a total of 20 negatives. So that means that if it will type for me, you're going to type -20 right here. Of course, my computer won't. -20. You might need -20 degrees. The elevation of Mount Everest is 29,028 feet. The elevation of the Dead Sea is -485 feet. What is the difference in elevation between Mount Everest and the Dead Sea? So this is like that same problem. I'm going to have to go from -485 up to 0, and then up all the way up to 29,028. So if I'm going up, this might be another way to look at it. I have to add 485. And I have to add the 29,028. So if I add those two numbers, maybe a little neater than what I did like there. So let me write it. My computer doesn't like me. So I'm going to write it in blue, the way that you should probably write it on your paper or in your workspace or whatever you're using. Let's get my computer to do what I need it to do. So 29028 plus 485. I want you to notice that I lined them up properly. 8 plus 5 is 13. Carry that 1. 2 plus 8 is 10. Plus the 1 is 11. Carry the 1. So I got 29,513. Now I'm not sure how I typed it. I wait patiently for the computer to like me again. 29,513. We're going to say feet. So please make sure that you have something written and that you understand the picture. Again, pictures are our friends. They're more our friends when the computer actually works. Okay. Number 11. It's another picture. So a scuba diver swam 96. So that's -96. Okay. He then climbs up 49 feet. Okay, so this is an obvious one. They are different. We have a positive 49 and a -96. So since they're different, I need to subtract them. I need to find the difference between them. 96 minus 49, 7. because it's 16 minus 9 is 7, 8 minus 4 is 47. And then I need to see which one is further from 0, the 49 or the 96. Well, the 96 is, so that means this has to be negative 46. So his depth is negative 47 feet. Negative 47 feet. Okay, we're going to do number 12 and number 13. Number 12, it says the temperature was negative 3 degrees last night. It is now negative 4 degrees. So how much did it change? Well, if I'm using my number line and it was negative 3 and it turned into negative 4, it went negative 1. The change in temperature was 1 degree, but it's a negative 1 degree. So we're going to type negative 1 degree. While watching a football game, Lin Chow decided to list the yardage gained as positive integers and yardage lost as negative integers. After these plays, Lin recorded 14, negative 7, and 9. So what was the net gain or loss? I'm not a football player. I don't understand that, but I can put the things together. He was 14 ahead, and then he went 7 backwards. Okay, so he's 7. But then he went forward 9. So what was the net gain or loss? The net gain or loss was 16 yards. Hopefully I'm right on that. 16 yards. Going to hit submit and cross my fingers because, as we know, I make mistakes frequently. Maybe I typed something wrong. Maybe something. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's see what the score says. Okay. Well, it didn't like me. So 13 degrees. All right, I must not have spelled something right, but look, feedback says 13 degrees is the answer. So somewhere that's right. 137 degrees. Find the difference. Yep, my number matches mine, so we're good. Oh, there's no explanation on these. I wonder if I didn't do... Okay, let me pause. I'm going to come back because something's a little wonky. Yeah, nope. So I've realized that this one is right. I just never put an answer in there. So by the time you do it, you'll be fine. This one, I'm going to open up my calculator and see if I did some calculations wrong. So let's just see. 29,028 plus 485 equals 29513. So it looks like I need to go back and address this. Yeah, I just did math somewhere in my original problem. So I will go short and fix that before you guys take this quiz. So this is the correct answer. This one right here, I must type something wrong. So again, it looks like I'm correct. I just typed something wrong. That one's correct. That one's correct. So I will make sure that your number 10 is corrected by the time you guys get to this.